Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Have you ever wondered how to live a truly fulfilling life, not being caught up in endless worries or chasing distant goals without knowing what truly matters? The 10 life lessons from the Stoic master Seneca will change the way you perceive yourself and the world around you. Lucius Annaeus Seneca was a renowned Roman philosopher and playwright who published several important works on Stoic philosophy. Seneca advised Emperor Nero and is often credited with making Stoicism more accessible to a wider audience. His letters, writings, and thoughts have influenced generations of thinkers that followed. 1. Exercise your mind daily. Seneca says, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Personal development is an ongoing process that we need to maintain. Improving ourselves and seeking happiness is the goal Seneca emphasizes. We often delay this because we think we don't have enough time, or when busy, meditation becomes a challenge. Seneca asserts that these reasons are unjustified. We should treat self-improvement as an important task that cannot be ignored for other responsibilities. A crucial step in improving ourselves is identifying our flaws. No one is perfect, and recognizing weaknesses helps us grow. Even throughout life's journey, our perspectives and beliefs often change. As long as we live, we are constantly learning, whether consciously or unconsciously. The mind is our most important and enduring tool, so we must take care of our mental health. No matter what stage you're in, you can still learn a new skill, take a class, meditate, or read books to improve yourself. Books by experts provide valuable knowledge for personal growth. Exercise your mind every day by challenging yourself. 2. Seek your own applause. Seneca says, "Be your own spectator. Seek your own applause." We often seek approval from others and feel insecure when we don't receive recognition. However, the more we crave approval, the more we become dependent on others. No matter how hard we try, we can never please everyone. Instead, we need to live according to our own principles. Act as part of nature, where everything is balanced. Set big goals and strive to achieve meaningful accomplishments. But don't let thoughts about others control you. If you spend time thinking about what others think, you will always feel lacking. Love and respect yourself, becoming the best version of yourself. Look into the mirror and ask yourself, are you satisfied with the person you see? If not, change to become the person you want to be. 3. Heal yourself. Seneca says 2 elements must be rooted out once for all: the fear of future suffering and the recollection of past suffering, since the latter no longer concerns me and the former concerns me not yet. According to Seneca, pain primarily comes from worrying about what has not yet happened and regretting what has already passed. The future is something we cannot control, and fearing the unknown only adds stress and anxiety. The truth is, no matter what happens, you will have the strength to face and overcome it. So, when facing difficulties, remember, perhaps this sorrow might one day bring delight. We often dwell on the past, feeling regretful and fearing repeating past mistakes. However, instead of letting negative memories control us, we should learn from them and move forward. Each of us carries a mental crack from painful experiences or toxic relationships. These cracks act like ghosts of the past, constantly haunting us. To move forward, we need to heal these mental wounds. The good news is that we can heal ourselves by seeking psychological support, studying philosophy, or reading books. If we let go of worries about the future and stop allowing the past to dominate, nothing can defeat us. 4. When hungry, eat. When tired, sleep. Seneca says true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Happiness is not something distant, but about living fully in each present moment without worrying about what is to come. However, have you ever rushed to finish one task just to jump into the next without truly enjoying the present moment? Have you ever spent an entire evening worrying about tomorrow instead of relaxing? Or found yourself in a wonderful moment, but your mind is wandering to what comes next? In the book Out of Your Mind by Alan Watts, he shares a conversation between a Zen master and his student. The student asks the Zen master how to achieve Zen. The master replies, "Eat when you're hungry and sleep when you're tired." The student, confused, responds, "Isn't that what everyone does?" The Zen master replies, "No, people don't just eat. They think of 1,000 things. And people don't just sleep. They dream innumerable dreams. We let our minds wander to the next big thing or cling to memories from the past, missing everything that is happening around us right now. When you realize this, you will live fully in the present moment, rather than thinking about the future or getting stuck in the past. Challenge yourself to start living in the present, starting right now. 5. Learn the art of contentment. Seneca says, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Seneca, despite being one of the wealthiest men in the Roman Empire, lived a simple life. He kept his wealth but lived each day as though it could disappear. This allowed him to maintain the freedom to reflect on life without becoming a slave to his riches. Today we live in a society where basic needs like housing, clothing, internet, smartphones, laptops, and food are easily accessible, yet we still yearn for more. The greatest illness in modern society is the craving for luxury. We often believe that having more will give us more time, and everything will become easier. However, the reality is the opposite. Most wealthy people face family problems, anxiety, stress, and their lives become more complicated than ever. Ultimately, material success becomes a burden rather than an advantage because earning money demands a lot of time, energy, and mental space. When we desire something else, we lose appreciation for what we already have. 6. Find an anchor. Be an anchor. Seneca says, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving." The process is a mutual one. Men learn as they teach. Seneca advises us to choose a role model to serve as a standard for living. Having a strong anchor helps you realize what can be achieved. The person you choose as a role model can provide you with principles to overcome challenges and standards by which to evaluate your daily actions. Similarly, when you meet people eager to grow and you can help them, be their anchor. Throughout your career, you will always find someone seeking wisdom from you, and you can inspire them. This could be your children, colleagues, friends, or people who wish to learn from your experience. This not only develops your leadership skills, but also helps others improve. This experience will be incredibly fulfilling when you contribute to someone else's growth. Seeing them succeed because of your contributions is the greatest reward. 7. Boldly face the struggles of life. Seneca says he should put his whole heart into fighting against them. Let us overcome all things, with our reward consisting of moral worth, strength of spirit, and peace that is won forever once in any contest adversity has been utterly defeated. Seneca teaches us that how we perceive suffering is more important than the suffering itself. Rain falls on everyone, but what matters is what we do with it. In life, we face challenges such as illness, unemployment, grief, divorce, or uncertainty about the future. Most of us let these issues defeat us with anger and anxiety. This negative approach paralyzes us from moving forward and solving problems. You can view failure as something bad, or you can see it as a lesson to try harder. A long line might be an inconvenience, but it can also be an opportunity to practice patience. When you have the right attitude, nothing can stop you. With the wrong attitude, almost anything can make you falter. 8. Create your own philosophy. Seneca teaches us, when a mind is impressionable and has none too firm a hold on what is right, it must be rescued from the crowd. It is so easy for it to go over to the majority. We often spend too much time on social media or with people who tell us what to think, what to believe, how to act, and what to do with our precious time. You must protect yourself from these influences, the influence of the crowd, as Seneca calls it. Just because most people are doing something doesn't mean it's worth imitating. Many people spend money on luxuries they don't need and don't appreciate what they have. They waste time on trivial matters and accomplish little of value. If you want the same results as everyone else, keep following the crowd. However, you can choose to live your own way, trust in your values, and constantly learn from life. Seneca reminds us that in order to live well, we must be lifelong students of the greatest subject, life itself. 9. Live for others. We learn from Seneca, you must live for your neighbor if you would live for yourself. Gandhi, Mandela, Mother Teresa, none of them ever said, "I wish I could have spent more time living for myself." Their purpose was to empower others. We too can help our friends, communities, and especially those who are weaker and less fortunate than ourselves. There are many people around us who are suffering, lost, and sad. They need your love. When you help others, you should not expect anything in return, not even gratitude. Helping others is indirectly helping yourself. We truly benefit when we live for others, and this brings good to everyone. No matter your circumstances, you can always help others. You can offer advice, listen, encourage, or help them in difficult times. You can also share items you no longer use, like clothes or household goods, or volunteer your time and energy for community work. Often, the greatest help we can offer others is not through money or possessions, but through our heart and kindness. 10. Don't just live long, live wide. Seneca says, "So you must not think a man has lived long because he has white hair and wrinkles. He has not lived long, just existed long." In his essay on the shortness of life, Seneca reminds us of the most valuable resource we have, time. It cannot be renewed. Seneca believes that life is long for those who do not waste their time. Most of the time, we simply exist, letting life happen to us, rather than taking control and living the life we want. We live long, not wide, because work and stress take up most of our time. We are often obsessed with short-term pleasures, power, fame, money, and status. Seneca urges us to reconsider these things, as they can make life pass by too quickly. He urges us to question the meaning of our lives and find ways to live with purpose. Many of us waste our potential, merely existing instead of truly living. Time passes, whether we notice or not. Time is the one thing we cannot get back. However, life can be long and fulfilling if we use our time purposefully, study philosophy, control ourselves, and pursue goals that are important to us, rather than postponing the joy of living for the future. The lessons from Seneca are not just abstract philosophies, but practical guidance that helps us overcome challenges, find the right path, and live a meaningful life. We can choose to become the leaders of our own lives, living with balance and inspiration. What you learn here will change the way you see everything around you. Don't miss the opportunity to apply these philosophies to your life, as each passing day is an opportunity for change. Share this video with your friends and family so we can all learn and grow together. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss another exciting video. Thank you for watching, and may you always find peace and strength in your life.